I am Madhurima Datta, Zoology and Biology Educational Content Creator. Now's content for class 12, CBSE, ICSE, all boards and also NEET aspirant students. Unit 1, Reproduction, Chapter 2, Human Reproduction. And today I will discuss about the topic embryonic development in human. At first, I will discuss about the post-fertilization events. It is the beginning steps. After fertilization, the ampullary region of the fallopian tube, the diploid zygote undergoes a series of rapid mitotic divisions called cleavage. Cleavage and blastulation. Cleavage. Unlike normal mitosis, cleavage increases cell number without increasing the overall size of the embryo. The resulting daughter cells are called blastomere. Next stage, morula stage. It is the first stage of an embryo. It is a solid ball of cells resembling a little mulberry. It continues to move down the fallopian tube toward the uterus. Next, blastocyst. Blastocyst containing 64 cells. The morula transforms into a hollow ball called a blastocyst. It differentiates into two distinct regions. First is the trophoblast region and next inner cellmus region. Trophoblast, the outer layer of cells that later helps in attachment and forms the embryonic part of the placenta. And what is the inner cellmus? Inner cellmus is a cluster of cells grouped at one end. These are stem cells with the pregnancy to give rise to all tissue and organs. This process is also called pluripotency. Next, cleavage dynamics. During cleavage, the zygote transforms into a blastocyst. First phase, no growth phase or G1 phase, which is skipped. The blastomere divides rapidly via mitosis, but they do not grow in size. Thus, while the cell number increases exponentially, that is 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16. The total volume and mass of the embryo remain in the same as the original zygote. Next phase is nucleocytoplasmic ratio. Because the cells get progressively smaller with each division, while the nuclear material duplicates, the nucleocytoplasmic ratio increases dramatically. Next phase is zona pellucidus rules. The zygote remains enclosed within the zona pellucida throughout its journey down the fallopian tube. Why it prevents the sticky blastomeres from adhering to the fallopian tube wall, thereby preventing ectopic pregnancy. The embryo only hatches out of the zona pellucida just before implantation in the uterus. Next, what things crosses the placenta? First is nutrients and gases. Oxygen, glucose, amino acids and lipids move from mother to fetus, and CO2 and urea move from the fetus to mother. Next, antibodies. IgG is the only maternal antibodies classes that can cross the placenta, providing the fetus with passive immunity before birth. Do not confuse this with IgA, which is provided post-birth via colostrum. Next, harmful substances, that is teratogens. Virus like HIV, rubella and drugs, alcohol can cross the placenta and causes congenital defects. Hormonal shifts during pregnancy. First hormonal shift is progesterone. The pregnancy maintaining hormone, initially it is secreted by the corpus luteum, that is stimulated by HCG from the trophoblast. By the end of the first trimester, the corpus luteum degenerates and the placenta takes over the progesterone production. If the placenta fails to produce enough progesterone, spontaneous abortion, that is miscarriage, occurs. Next, shift of the estrogen. It works alongside progesterone to promote uterine growth and mammary gland development. The process of the gastrulation, it is also called germ layer formation. Immediately after implantation, the inner cell must differentiate into the three distinct germ layers. This process is called the gastrulation. The first layer is ectoderm, next endoderm, and last is the mesoderm. Ectoderm is the outermost layer, endoderm is the innermost layer. It forms first and Last is the middle layer differentiates between ectoderm and endoderm. Next, fate of the germ layers. Ectoderm. Nervous system, brain, spinal cord, epidermis of skin, internal ear, eye and lens are formed from the ectoderm. Next, mesoderm. Muscles, connective tissue, circulatory system, that is heart and blood vessels, kidneys, gonads and dermis of the skins are formed from the mesoderm layers. Next, lining of the gastrointestinal tract, respiratory system, liver, pancreas, thyroid and parathyroid glands are formed from the endoderm layers. Next, month by month embryonic development. Human pregnancy, that is the gestation period, lasts for 9 months, approx 20 days from the last menstrual period. Here is the timeline of fetal development. Month 1, the heart is formed. The first sign of a growing fetus is the sound of the heartbeat and heard through a stethoscope. Month 2, the fetus develops limbs and digits. Month 3, this is the end of the first trimester. Major organ systems are formed. Example, external genitalia, limbs are well developed. Next, month 5, the first fetal movements are observed and hair appears on the head. Month 6, that is the end of the second trimester. The body is covered with the fine hair, eyelids separate and eyelashes are formed. Next, month 9, the fetus is fully developed and ready for delivery, that is called parturition. Now the topic has ended. For all video of class 12, please subscribe my YouTube channel Biogenesis by Madhurima and follow my Facebook account Madhurima Datta. Thank you everyone.